Moneygram, Stellar, and El Salvador. How does this help Bittorrent, BTT, and Tron TRX? I'm going to tell you. First, if you're new, hit the bell, subscribe, and like so you don't miss future videos. If you're a repeat offender, I appreciate you very much. Moneygram to open transfer platform with Stellar, Eyes wallet deal in El Salvador. Good way to peg stablecoins. And if you watch some videos back, I've been talking about how in the future, I believe stablecoins are going to be pegged to countries, among other things as well. So, MoneyGram International is one of the world's largest border transfer services, and it's partnering with the Stellar blockchain to create a stablecoin-based platform for money transfers. The new service will allow Stellar wallet users, imagine what would happen if businesses start pegging coins, stable coins. So if a stable coin comes out that's pegged to the success of MoneyGram's business, and that in turn with other variables helps support the stable coin. The new service will allow Stellar wallet users to send Circle's USD coin, USDC, to recipients who will be able to cash them out for fiat currency through the MoneyGram network. We're trying to be a bridge from the crypto world to the fiat world, MoneyGram's CEO Alex Holmes said in an interview. Holmes also said MoneyGram is in talks with third-party companies that provide digital wallets in El Salvador alongside the government-backed Chivo wallets, which were introduced when the country made BTC legal tender last year. This is one of those things where, as I keep saying, don't evaluate Tron and Bittorrent as they are now. You have here a situation where stablecoins getting minced in with Stellar, getting minced in with a business, MoneyGram, and potentially pegging a stablecoin. If a country like El Salvador is going to make Bitcoin seamless with US dollars in the country, I think that consumers through MoneyGram should be able to transfer Bitcoin to El Salvador or transfer dollars and convert them to Bitcoin. I don't know why. It's a cool day outside, but I still have to adjust the air conditioning. So I'm going to do that. Bear with me. It won't be a second. It's just getting too hot in here again. So MoneyGram had a previous deal with Ripple Labs, which once owned a large package of its stock. Ripple and MoneyGram severed their relationship in March 2021, shortly after the United States Securities and Exchange Commission filed a lawsuit against Ripple. MoneyGram's involvement with Ripple resulted in a class action suit against the payment service provider in March 2021. Now, I'm going to talk about a couple of other things as well. So we have here just a little bit of news from today that I find very interesting also. And I think you will too, because the younger generation is very important. And things that you can't foresee, you know, some younger people might get offended, but this audience is not younger. This audience is, well, you guys aren't old. You range from 30 to 50 years old. But what I'm trying to say is the younger generation, so I'll call them the under 30s, who probably aren't watching much at all here. However, if anyone gets triggered, you shouldn't. But if you've noticed, you older people like myself, the older generation gets triggered very easily, and they're very, and again, this isn't everybody, just I find most, are very, there's a word I'm looking for that I can't find right now, and I can't believe it's escaping me. They basically have very, you know, they're very tunnel visioned, and sometimes not in a good way. And this article is saying that they're going to help hold up crypto in these tough times because they're hodling. So in this particular case, that tunnel vision that's there not in a good way appears in a good way. And not that tunnel vision can be bad or good. I mean, is always bad. It's of course good if you have it the right way, centered the right way. But they're a little bit too, the word returned to me, they're a little bit too righteous in the sense that, you know, the younger generation, without having all the information at times, can remain very just not open enough to suggestion, I guess is what I'm trying to say. And again, this isn't everybody, and I find this really 25-year-olds and less, and I have a lot of employ a lot of people and have employed a lot of people in that demographic and in the engineering, tech engineer, software area, where you'd be amazed how some people could make something out of nothing in terms of, in a positive, good way, build something, but at the same time not be very open to suggestion when it comes to not necessarily their profession, but the world outside of their profession. Anyhow, didn't mean to really go off like that, but I guess I did, and I'm just going to get into the article. So these can be anxious times for hodlers of cryptocurrencies, especially those who entered the market in late 2021 when prices were cresting. So Bitcoin, BTC, Ether, ETH, and especially altcoins now appear to be undergoing a major reset, down 50% or more from November highs. Some worry that a whole generation of crypto adopters could be lost if things crumble further. If the market decline continues, it will become, I just got an alert, the Philippines are embracing blockchain. So some worry a whole generation could crumble, but the market continues. Okay, it'll become too painful and retail investors will bail. Eben Burr, president of Toes Asset Management, told Reuters earlier this month, everyone has a breaking point, but all the gloom and doom could be overdone. It's unnerving, acknowledged Callie Cox, United States investment analyst at eToro, but it's only par for the course for a market that scarcely existed a decade ago. Bitcoin, arguably the most institutionalized digital coin, has actually gone through 16 drops of 50% or more over the past 10 years, she told Cointelegraph. The current correction hasn't deterred younger investors, this is what I was talking about, across age groups in March, and 58% of investors ages 18 to 34 thought Bitcoin would present the best buying opportunity in crypto over the next 3 months. Still, more recently, in early May, Glassnode reported that 40% of Bitcoin hodlers were underwater on their investments at a time when BTC was 33,800 and it was 29,000 this past weekend on May 28th. Are younger investors still as optimistic as they were in March? So listen to this. Retail traders between 35 to 45 years old decreased their crypto balances amid market volatility. Our younger users seem to be more bullish and have chosen not to sell. So what they're saying is basically under 35, not selling. Not everyone is so happy basically. However, during the last bull run, retail investors were increasingly drawn to the most speculative investments. We all know that, but look, with no risk, no gain, right? So sometimes, you know, the higher the risk, the higher the gain. Obviously, you need to make moves based on, you got to be aware of what's going on. You can't just jump in on the next hottest, greatest SH asterisk, you know, T coin that's out there. You got to do your due diligence and never put in what you cannot afford to lose. Hope to see you next time. Thanks for watching.